Recording started. Today we'll discuss about change management in ITSM, one of the application. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So last previous sessions we covered about what is incident and what is problem and what are the phases, okay, in incident as well as the problem. Okay. What are the roles and responsibilities for at agents, service desk agent we discussed. For example, okay, now the latest trending, the latest news in India is Indigo flights. Okay, so that is example for okay incident. Suddenly, Indigo services are cancelled, flights are cancelled. Okay, on December 3rd. Now the services are restored. Okay, assume there is an incident. Okay, Indigo flights are cancelled on December 3rd. So this is caused as a like this is we call as the incident. The regular services are interrupted. Why these flights are cancelled? Okay, just the secondary due to DGCA and government and Indigo. Okay, due to those reasons, those are cancelled. Now we called as the incident means suddenly flights are cancelled on particular day that we call it the incident. So people are coming to airports, Ahmedabad, Delhi, Hyderabad, Bangalore, all the airports, people are reached for the started. Why my flight is cancelled? Everyone there inquiry in the airport. Okay, the airport people they want to tell to these passengers about the problem. Okay, no problem. Like airport manager or someone, airport authority, they need to they have the responsible person. They need to respond customers or passengers questions. No problem. Like they can tell the problem to customers. Okay. So this is not a airport authority issue. They cannot resolve. Okay. That is not in their hand. Then would open. They say we need to wait until the government or Indigo update. Okay. So if we consider in the normal technical way, okay, incident flight cancelled, the problem manager, why my incidents are cancelled, okay, they can investigate, they identify the root cause analysis, okay, that might be either known error or unknown error, okay. So known error might be technical issue, okay, or maybe unknown error. So whatever may be anything, you need to fix it. You need to propose a solution. So if the problem manager, problem coordinator is not able to fix the issue, there is a very big problem. Okay. So definitely at the end of the day, you can try to resolve this issue. Okay. It may take few days. Okay. From December 3rd to December 5th, 6th. Okay. 3 days this issue happened. So finally, the problem coordinator, he identified the issue. Okay. That is the one GO, central government, they released one GO. Okay. Okay. What the GO? It is the pilot can travel only 35 hours per week. That means 2 nights he can travel completely, 2 nights or 2 days only, 2 or 3 days. So this is the issue. Now, now he identified this is the issue. Due to this, Indigo have short of pilots. They cannot run their all the flights. They have total 400 plus. Okay, they cannot run all the flights. So that's why Indigo or DGCA they cancelled all the flights. Now, if you want to restore the services, so who can give the permission? DGCA or government. For that, for that, they can apply. Okay, they can like these airport people or someone they create a change request. Okay, so now in the change request, okay, the change manager, okay, first he approve the request, then then there is a one cab call. Okay, the process is there is a cab call. So cab means change advisory board. Change advisory board. So the short we call it as cab, cab approval. So here, so what change they want from this application? Okay, mm, from this Indigo. Okay, so Indigo uh, people, Indigo side that people, and and this problem manager. Some people attend this change request. Okay, they can explain clearly to the cab approval team. Okay, so here cab approval means nothing but our uh, this aviation ministry and DGCA. Okay, cab approval. Who are there means they're higher people on the particular uh, application or whatever anything or unit. So so the flights and airport comes under aviation ministry. Okay, so in that DGCA is there. So DGCA employees like higher employees as well as the cabinet minister from that aviation department. So these people can involved. Okay, that we call it as a cab approval team. Okay, so now Indigo site, uh, the company CEO directors they can inform. Okay, so as of now we don't have sufficient pilots. Give me some time. Okay, then we can try to arrange as per your guidelines. If cab approval like cab team approved, okay, then uh, these flights will again the start. Otherwise, these cannot start. Okay. So this is the in normal process where converting into service now. Okay. So incident. So change management is a structured process used to control the life cycle of IT business changes. What are the interruptions, disruptions are there? We want to control and implement the smooth with a minimal disruption of services. So for this, there is a change is required in the system. For that case, we create a change request. The change request, okay, there is a change advisory board is there. They need to approve our request. Once they approve it, okay, so we implemented the changes in our application. Okay, so for this, okay, we need to create the change request. So the main goal of the change request, reduce the risk. Okay, so if Indigo was not discussed with DGC and ministry, the issue is increase day to day. Like so many people, they travel almost to per day. I think 2000 plus flights will go and okay, they will run different locations. The issue may be increase. The change request intention is reduce the risk and avoid the service disruption. So for this, as the problem manager, okay, that means our problem coordinator, once based on is RCA or is fixed notes, it create a change request. That change request is basically three types. Okay, there are three types of change request. One is the standard change, normal change, and emergency change. Okay, these three we call it as the change models. Okay, so we build as per our company requirement change models. Out of the box, ServiceNow provided these three change models or change types. So one is standard change, one is standard change, normal change, and third one is the emergency change. Okay. Okay. So like usually in ServiceNow, how the process. So standard change might be uh, every month, okay, on particular day. So there is a CAPCA, standard change, a normal change process. Okay. So the scheduled, okay, every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, there is a CAPCA. So if you want to deploy anything, okay, you need to wait for 3 weeks. Once you miss that slot, you need to wait for the upcoming cab call. For example, assume, okay, so So the last change call is fifth. Okay, the last change call is fifth. So every 3 weeks we have the change call. So then 1, 2, after 3 weeks, the next change call is 26. Fifth, 26th. If I miss this one, 1, 2, again 16. Okay. For example, I miss this change call. Okay. I need to request to attend for this 26th change call on 26th day, December 26th. Okay. If I miss again, I need to wait for John 16. So like there is a fixed uh, CAB meeting they schedule in the normal process. Okay. Like we know in the government, they have some cabinet meeting. So cabinet meeting, that means basically on parliament duration time, they scheduled cabinet meeting. Okay, in the normal process. Okay, if is there any emergency in the country? Okay, maybe the war situation with China, maybe or Pakistan. At that time, there is a emergency cabinet minister. So here, okay, no need to inform early to all the uh, these parliament members. Okay, who are required with those people, they can conduct one meeting. Okay, is a normal process in other than ServiceNow. The same thing. If you miss one change call, if you want immediately deploy your changes to production, otherwise your production will be something maybe it broken or it cannot work or lot of users are impacted if this change will not go, then you have the option emergency change call. You need to attend emergency change call. That means you need to raise the request for emergency change. The change manager, they can approve your request. Okay, you need to attend the CAB call. Whenever you raise the emergency, okay, they will ask why this emergency. Change manager will ask. You need to justify why you want to emergency change. Okay. Point C, agree. You need to attend the CAB call. So these are the normal and emergency. Standard is nothing but the regular services. Okay. Standard is nothing but the regular services. Okay. So these are nothing but predefined approvals. No need to take approval. For example, in your organization, okay, you want to use the CAB facility. Okay. The very first time, okay, to use the CAB facility, might be you need approval from your manager. Okay. Why? Because they are funding. Okay. You get the approval from your manager. The second time, whenever you change, okay, you shifted from one location to another location. Okay. In this case, all the approvals are not required. These are routine approved, pre-approved. So this is a standard. So these are the different types of the changes. So standard change is nothing but pre-approved, low risk, routine work. Example, password reset. Okay. While requesting your asset, you need approval. Once if you forget your password, okay, approvals are not required. That comes under the standard change. Then coming to normal change. So in the normal change requires full assessment. Means we need to follow entire the process thoroughly. We cannot skip anything here. Okay. This- okay. And cab approval. So here there is a approval is from two level approval in normal change is the entire process we need to follow. The third one is emergency change. You want to deploy fastly, immediately. In this case, you need to create this emergency change request. So based on your request, okay, they can approve it. Once they approve, okay, you need to release. So I will show you how this change request. So problem coordinator, okay, or problem manager, they can create a change request. How they can create the change request? They need to go change application. Here change application. We need to click the create new. Okay. So in the create new button, in once create new button we click, okay, it will open the new form, that is the change request form. So every change request form having some information here. So first, while creating the change request, you need to select which type of change you want to request it. So you want to either emergency change or normal change. Okay. So what is the main difference emergency and normal? If it is a normal change, you need to attend all the meetings. Okay. Like all the process you need to follow, that life cycle you need to follow, all the stages you need to follow. No need to skip anything or any activity. But if it is the emergency, okay, you need to skip some changes, you need to skip some meetings directly, you need to attend that call. Okay. Generally, we have we have few states. Okay. We have few states in change request. So if you open the states here, new, assess, authorize, scheduled, implement, review, closed, and cancelled. So these are the change request states. Okay. New, assess, authorize, scheduled, implement, review, closed, cancelled. So if you are moving with the standard, that is a pre-approved, okay. So assess and authorize are not required. No need to approve anything. Already the change model built as a pre-approved. So you can see new and scheduled option. This is a pre-approval. No need to take any approval after you create the request. If you create a standard request, that is default is approved. Okay. If it is a normal, you can see all the states. You need to follow entire these states, means entire life cycle. So if it is a normal, new, assess, authorize, schedule, implement, review, close, and cancel. If it is emergency change, you did not attain the state. This is the skipped in emergency change. Access is not required. Okay. directly to authorize scheduled and other remaining states as well. Okay. So we'll see here if I select, okay, any one of these change request, means either emergency or normal. Okay, first I will select the normal. Okay, why means we have all the states options. If I select the normal, okay, I need to follow entire this process. Okay, see here on the change request form, you can see what are the fields are available means number. Every form having its own number. Okay, so how this number is coming, we'll discuss in upcoming sessions. And who's requested by? Okay, automatically system is updated the requester who is click the create new or change request. Okay, as of now I am the logged in user. I clicked, so that's why system administrator name is auto updated in the requested by field. So what type of this change request? Okay, the category, is it hardware, software or service? Okay, we need to select what type of category this comes and what type of services you want to update here. Yes, you can select. Okay, so model is normal, change type is normal, now state is new. Okay, so conflict status not run and priority. Okay, so here we can see priority, risk and impact. So impact means how this affected to our services. If it is affected, I can take medium. If it is high, better we can go for the emergency. Okay, I can select the medium. Risk. Okay, so risk. What is the risk here? So moderate. And priority. This depends on basically impact and urgency. Okay, so what is the priority for this change? If it is high, critical, okay, based on your priority, you need to select. Okay, better high. Why? Because we are following the normal. Okay, if it is critical, you need to better go emergency change. So we can select a moderate. Okay, priority the moderate, not the low, not the high, just moderate. That's why we raised it normal change request. Okay, and you can see there are few options: planning, schedule, conflicts, nodes, closure information. So planning means here, okay, justification and implementation plan, risk and impact analysis with this change. Okay, if this is not applied, what is the backout plan? Okay, but the changes are not working. Okay, what we need to do? Schedule when we are going to implement. Okay, planned start date, planned end date. So planned start date, planned end date, for example, December 3rd. Okay, actual start date might be the same day or maybe after that day. Okay, so this is planned start date, planned end date, where expected date. These are the actual start dates. So whether cab is required. Okay, what is the cab date and time we need to attain? Okay, who is the cab approver? Okay, assignee. What cab recommended? Once we attended, cab team they can suggest. Okay, anything they identified in our code, something is wrong, they suggest you need to modify these things. and re-attend the CAB meeting. So they can suggest in the CAB recommendations. They can update. So conflict at the same time, okay, it can affect it to some other CIs. Okay, we can see in the conflict detected. So if it is a conflict, they cannot schedule, they cannot move it. Notes, we can see what the updates from the CAB team are assigned to, or this who is requested by change request. All the things we can see in the notes. Closure information, once change request is closed, okay, based on their comment, successful or unsuccessful, or successful with issues. So they can update, close code and close nodes. So close code we have only three: successful, successful with issues, unsuccessful. Okay. So we can see priority, risk. Okay. What is the risk? Okay. And what is the impact? These three we can see on the change request. Okay. So I'm going to save this form. Once I save this form, okay. So now as a problem coordinator, he created change request. Okay. So affected CIs. Okay. So you can add your problem. Okay. Which problem for this related list. Okay. So what are the incidents? You can add it here. For example, we created might be this is the problem. I tag this problem to this change request. Okay. So this is a problem. Okay. So now once change request is created, okay, it is assigned to change team. Okay, that is the CAB approval team. Okay, one of the like there are some L1, L2 teams are there. Okay, first it approved to L1. L1 they can review your change request. Okay, within the guideline you created your this change request, they approve. Otherwise they reject. So why I said, for example, within the guideline means if you want to attend the change call on 5th, okay, on 5th, at least you need to raise the change request before 2 days. That means on or before 2nd, but you raise the change request on 3rd or maybe on 4th, then the change call is happened on your 5th. You cannot attend. So simply L1 people, they can reject your change request. They can inform, please raise the request, okay, for 26th. Okay, there is one type of the scenario to cancel our change request. Okay, the second reason, there is no CAB call, that is the freeze window, code freeze window, there is no any normal change, then also they can close our request, sorry, cancel our request. Okay, these are the few things. So once L1 team approved, okay, can assign to CAB approval from one of the CAB team. Okay, CAB approval, it can assign. Okay, now once I assign to CAB approval, okay, so first step, take the approval, request approval. Once I need to click request approval, it auto send some approval. Once we click the request up, state move to assess. So interval ask when in change request, state will move to assessed stage. Okay. So once we click the request approval UI button, then state comes to the assess state. So you can see in the below related list approvers. There are 6 approvers. So as of now, I am the admin. I can approve it behalf of anyone. Okay. So I can right click here, just approve. Okay. So this percentage of these people we need to approve it. Then also we can approve it. Once I approved, see immediately my state move to authorize. The state will move to authorize. Okay. My state move to authorize. See here, state we cannot update anything here. This is the read only. Okay. So now here the second level approval. Okay. The second level approval. There are 2 approvals for normal change. So the second level approval. So already first level approvals are done. So no longer required. These are first level approvals. Okay. So I'm going to approve in the second level. Okay. Luke Wilson, 2 places is there in the first cap, first approval. Now in the second approval. So I can approve it. Once I approved, okay, this move to scheduled. So the year cap approval, what you need to do, you need to schedule the change request. Okay, from 12, 15. Plan start date is on 12, end on 15. Okay, you can mention when it actually start date. Actual start date might be 13. Okay, end date might be 15, the same day. Okay, these things they mention. So any conflicts here, there is no any conflict. Okay, then they can follow. If it is conflict, they can rearrange. Okay, see, all are no longer, these 2 people are approved. Change is approved. So on that day, we need to attend. Okay, for example, in this, we need to update all the things here. Okay, on this scheduled day, we need to attend the cab call. So now once I click implement, okay, see here scheduled, I want to move implement or cancel, or else click the implement. If I click implement, okay, my state will move to the next step, implement. Okay, okay, then there are 2 tasks are created. Okay, implement means this task can assign to one of the agent. He can install my application in production environment. After install, it can test something post implementation. Might be there are some use cases or test steps you can run. If everything is working, okay, okay, then you can close this testing. These are done, reviewed, or closed or cancelled. You can move it. Everything is working fine. Then you can move to close. Okay, I need to update, for example, successful with issues. Okay, please correct test steps. Okay, or else if it is successfully installed, okay, your app into prod version 1.2.1. Okay, this is the close notes. Then close code, close notes. I need to click it. So state is closed. Okay. So this is closed after 7 days. Okay. So these things will be automatically uh, everything is in read only mode. If it is review state, we need to completely move to closed. So then once this is closed, this problem ticket also, they will update to close. Okay. So as of now, we are not created any other issue. Okay. So they will update this problem record. Okay. They also close this problem record. If any incidents are there, that incident also they can try to close it. So this is the process for change request. So in this change request, we have like life cycle. We can see there are 4 steps, 4 phases of life cycle. The first one is creation and scope. Okay. Change request life cycle. Okay. The first phase is creation and scope. So what we did in the creation and scope, okay, we create a new change request. So here we define the schedule, okay, and we fill all the details assigned to the group or individual. Okay. So here create a new change request. Okay. Fill the schedule details and assign to group or individual. This is the first phase. The second phase, what we did, once it assigned, the 2 steps, 2 times, it went to approval. Okay. So here in the approval phase, need to take 2-level approval for normal change. Okay. Need to take 1 approval for emergency change. Okay. So just now we observed we created normal change. Okay. Then our request is triggered 2 times. Okay. For approval. So total we can see 12. First we got approved from Johnson. The second Luke Wilson. Means from assess to authorize, assess stage and authorize stage. In this stage, once we approve it, then this will be moved. For assess and authorize, these 2 approvals are required in the normal change. Emergency change, directly it go to authorize. Okay. Then after this, what we did, we scheduled and implement. Okay. So implementation. So what happened in the implementation? The tasks are created. The third life cycle phase implementation. So here tasks are created and assigned to assigned to these agents, okay, who are L1 or L2 team, okay, assigned to some agents, okay, then they can work on this task, okay, available agents, okay, they need to close the task, okay, once they close the task, then we need to close our change request, okay. So here in the fourth step, close. Close the change request with close code. Okay. We have three close codes successful, successful with issues, unsuccessful. Then closure nodes. We need to provide and save it. So these are the change request process, change request life cycle, and you can see the change process life cycle states new, assess, authorize. Assess and authorize not available in the standard. The normal change we need to follow all the states. Emergency change assess is not there. Okay. Interview will ask in which change type assess or authorize are not available, or when assess and authorize are not available. What are the states in normal? So you need to tell new, assess, authorize, scheduled, implement, review, closed, cancel. If you ask what are the states in standard, you need to tell new, scheduled, implement, review, closed. What are the states in emergency? New, authorize, schedule, implement, review, closed, cancel. Okay. What open each and every step, every statement we are creating, your approval, assess and authorize, your scheduled, when to start the plan date and end date. Then in implement, there are some tasks are created, tasks assigned to the agents L1 or L2 team. Okay, they can work on this task. Once the tasks are closed, we need to review post completion. The post review peer code is successful. Then we can close our change request with a closed code as well as comments. Whenever this change request is not required, we can cancel it. Okay. So this is the change request. Once change request is approved, you need to release your process. Okay. There is a release management. Okay. Okay. Release our changes into production. When change request approved and it's completed, okay, then I can release into production. Okay, our code will move to production by using the release management. Okay, so there is another application is there, knowledge management. Okay. So in the knowledge management, what happened here? So create the knowledge base articles. Okay. So ServiceNow developers or ServiceNow employees or other employees, they create some articles. Okay. So users to create, categorize, review, approve, and browse the important information to centralized location that is shared the entire organization purpose. We use the knowledge management. Okay. So here, so if you have any issue, okay, so before creating any request, you need to refer this KB article. So if I go and search or create a new incident, okay, categories network, subcategories VPN, okay. So here in the related search, it can look up for knowledge articles, okay. So knowledge articles, catalogs, articles, catalog items, okay. So it can look up if I search, I am facing VPN issue. So once I exit from the short description, see related search, it can search with this word, what are the available articles? Okay, it can figure out. So these are the articles. How to configure VPN for Apple device, Microsoft Outlook issues. Okay, troubleshooting conference. Okay, so these things we need to refer. So what purpose means to reduce the incident. Okay, you can refer this article and yourself try to restore. Okay, why the issue, maybe password, or we need to recheck it. Okay, anything we need to miss in the configuration, we need to do. They can mention everything in the step by step. Okay, to configure VPN for Apple device. So they prepared one note. So how to configure for iPhone or iPad running an iOS, select the settings, general, go to VPN, add VPN, select L2TP, ServiceNow VPN description field and VPN this number. Okay, enter your net ID and account field, net ID password. Okay, and enter your ServiceNow in the secret field. Okay, these are things they mention. Once you follow it, okay, so this will be helpful to resolve your issue instead of creating new incident. Okay, so these are the way we can use change request, sorry, knowledge articles. So knowledge articles to help to reduce, okay, creating incident. Okay, for this purpose we use the knowledge articles. There are different roles are there. So admin, knowledge manager. Okay, so these are the different people, they can create the knowledge articles. Every knowledge article having some retire date. After that they need to renewal. Okay, why retire means, see, service now every 6 months they are releasing new version. Okay, your suggestion might be older version that might not be useful for the latest upgrade in the latest version. So you need to mention that knowledge article validity. If I go knowledge, okay, under knowledge there are articles. If I click all, these are the list of the articles. Okay, if I open one of the article, So this article KCS knowledge base demo data content governance. Okay. So valid till this date. This is valid. There are approvals are required. Okay. Knowledge manager can review and approve it. So this is the information about article. If you want to view the article, click view article. You can see. So on the articles, we have like user can provide the rating. There are stars. How much this is useful for you? One rating, two rating, three, four, and five rating. And there is option to like the article. Okay, that also we can use it. Okay, so once you rated five, that means more useful. Okay, as well as you can leave the comment in the uh, knowledge articles. So if you want to search anything, yes, you can. These are open to everything service now. So how to create a new incident in ServiceNow knowledge article. Okay, if I search something, okay, there are some knowledge articles may be created. Okay, so you need to open the KB article, create a knowledge article from an incident. Okay, refer the ServiceNow things. Once you open here, so this is the every article. There is our number KB. Okay, so this will ask your community thing. You need to join in the ServiceNow community. Okay, so this is redirecting, asking my code. Once I enter, okay, this will go and show it. Once I submit, see knowledge article and its number and issue resolution. Okay, whether this is helpful or not. Okay, you need to mention the like. Why again? Okay, they want to pair my device. Okay, so you need to like provide these things. Okay, stars. Okay, whether this like or dislike, you need to select. Okay, and you need to leave the comment. Okay, these are three ways user can respond for the knowledge articles. Okay, so this is about knowledge management. Whenever you struck anything, if you want to read these things, yes, you can search knowledge articles in the ServiceNow. So ServiceNow implies they provided some information in the knowledge article. Refer only valid ServiceNow implies created articles. Okay, those are the trusted. So this is knowledge management. This is about complete our ITSM course. Any questions? Any doubts? No, Anil. Okay. So once explore, okay. So create emergency change request, create normal change request, and complete the process. Okay. You can click. There are some buttons are there. Okay. So first create one incident. Okay. Issue is I'm facing VPN. Assign to someone. Okay. So in one of the state is resolved, create or state is in pending or in progress, create a one problem record. Okay, problem record assigned to someone. From the problem record, create a change request. I want to see this link. Incident can link to problem. Problem can link to change request. Okay. So once you close the change request, then you can close problem, then you can close incident. Okay. So create two change requests. One is normal, one is emergency, and complete the entire life cycle. Okay. Let me know any observations, anywhere you struck. Let me know. We'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to cover plugin and we're going to enter into some development activity, update set concept.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. If no question, then we can wrap up. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow at same time.
Tomorrow, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Correct. I forget.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
See
if
you
you
on Monday.
want morning, same time now. So or else if you want to take some rest, yes, enjoy the weekend. Or if you want a session, yes, I am available morning. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Just post like uh, 2, 3 guys you can post here. If, if you want to session or not.
Uh, Anusha is not on the call, so and I don't know about Vaishnavi. I'll have I'll have to ask her and Vaishnavi as well.
Yeah. Yeah, post in that WhatsApp group chat based on the response. You can decide. Okay.
Okay.
Whether you
Okay.
want or you want to some time, we can either Saturday or Monday we can discuss.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah, bye.